After I was reborn, I watched my wife's company go bankrupt, gave up marrying into the Liu family, accepted a female CEO's confession. Using memories from my past life, I built my own business empire. All because in my last life, I gave everything for my wife Liu Ruyan, turned Liu Corp into Zhangcheng's top company. But at 60 years old, my wife insisted on moving her first love's ashes into the family tomb. Taking the spot meant for me. I was furious, but she wouldn't budge. To make me give up, she admitted she'd already made her will. After she dies, I'd be kicked out with nothing. And here's the crazy part. My son Liu Lixi, who I raised for decades, was actually Jilin Chuan's. I literally died of rage on the spot. Dropped dead right in front of her. When I opened my eyes again, I was back at the Liu estate, on the day of the husband selection. Mr. Liu stood at the head of the hall, looking as serious as ever. You're not getting any younger. It's time to decide. Tell us, who do you want as your husband? Mrs. Liu smiled warmly. I bet she'll pick Fang Yuan. She's been attached to him since childhood. Whether it's looks or brains, I was way better than Jilin Chuan. Everyone in the Liu family knew I was basically the chosen son-in-law. But in this life, Liu Ruyan looked at me coldly, her eyes full of disgust and hatred. I instantly understood. She'd been reborn too. Since you're so hung up on Jilin Chuan, I'll let you have him. I stood up and said, Sir, ma'am, Fang Yuan knows he's not talented enough, not good-looking enough, not worthy of Ruyan. So I'm withdrawing. Liu Ruyan froze, her eyes flashed with shock, then turned cold again. She said nothing, and hurried out of the hall. I knew exactly what she was going to do. At this point, Jilin Chuan hadn't had his car accident yet. Everything could still change. I stood there, with a bitter smile. Decades of marriage in my past life were nothing but an illusion. Fang Yuan, what did you just say? Mr. Liu's voice came from above. I looked up and met his eyes. This man who once treated me like his own son now looked completely confused. I took a deep breath. My voice was so calm it surprised even me. Sir, since Ruyan's heart belongs to another, I'm withdrawing. Mr. and Mrs. Liu exchanged glances, thinking about how their daughter just stormed off. They didn't know what to say. I quietly went to pack my things, getting ready to leave. The next day I opened social media. The feed was full of Liu Ruyan and Jilin Chuan's announcement. In the photos, she was cuddled up in his arms, smiling bright as spring sunshine. He had his arm around her waist, eyes full of love. I swiped past the posts expressionlessly. Around noon, I heard noise downstairs. Standing by the window, I watched Liu Ruyan, arm in arm with Jilin Chuan, strolling through the Liu family gates. Soon after, loud arguing came from the study. Liu Ruyan's voice was sharp. Dad, you promised me! Whoever marries me gets to run Liu Corp. Why does Fang Yuan still have the South City project? Mrs. Liu explained patiently. Ruyan, Fang Yuan has always handled South City. Switching people would hurt our stock. I don't care. Liu Ruyan cut in. I've made my decision. Jilin Chuan is the Liu family son-in-law. Would you rather trust an outsider than your own daughter's choice? The South City project was Liu Corp's most important focus. In my past life, I won it for them, making Liu Corp skyrocket into Zhangcheng's top company. It also secured my position as Liu Corp's leader. Liu Ruyan knew this well. Minutes later, the butler brought me to the study. Mr. Liu sat behind his mahogany desk, looking exhausted. He gestured for me to sit, fingers tapping the desk, making a dull sound. Fang Yuan, there's something I need to discuss. Sir, you don't have to. I cut him off. My voice was eerily calm. I understand. Mr. Liu looked up, a hint of surprise in his eyes, then deep guilt. He'd believed in me all these years, raised me as a successor. But today, even Mr. Liu was powerless. He was past retirement age. Someone had to take over. He let out a long sigh. You've always handled South City. A sudden change wouldn't be right. But you know, Ruyan's more stubborn than me. I nodded. Sir, I understand. I pulled out the documents I'd prepared, along with the jade pendant that symbolized Liu Corp's leadership, and placed them on the desk. All project files and transfer documents are here. Ruyan knows the passwords. Mr. Liu stared at the pendant, fingers trembling slightly. I'd carried this pendant since I was 18. It was practically part of me. In my past life, until my dying breath, it never left my side. Seeing my calm face, Mr. Liu hesitated. I stood up and bowed. Sir, thank you for everything. I'm truly grateful. The study door burst open. Liu Ruyan walked in on her heels, Jilin Chuan right behind her. She wore a red dress today, making her skin look flawless. Stunningly beautiful, but those eyes that once looked at me with love now held only cold disgust. Dad, is it done? She didn't even look at me. Went straight to Mr. Liu. Mr. Liu nodded reluctantly, pushing the files and pendant toward her. Fang Yuan agreed to the transfer. Before Liu Ruyan could speak, Jilin Chuan grabbed the pendant eagerly, eyes full of excitement and pride. Mr. Liu frowned at this. Wait. I spoke up. Liu Ruyan frowned. Fang Yuan, changing your mind? I shook my head and pulled out a separate file. These are South City's core secrets, including private government deals and special terms with key suppliers. Liu Ruyan took it suspiciously and flipped through quickly, her frown deepening. If these are mishandled, the project could lose at least 300 million, I said calmly. Jilin Chuan can handle it, right? Jilin Chuan's expression flickered, but quickly returned to his confident look. He laughed. You worry too much. I know what I'm doing. I said nothing more. Jilin Chuan was just a college dropout, clueless about business. South City's success was all my planning and my negotiations. It took everything. You can leave now. Lu Ruyan said coldly. From today, you have nothing to do with Lu Corp. I was about to leave. When Jilin Chuan spoke up, his voice dripping with arrogance, I stopped, without turning back. Since Fang Yuan lost, he's not a Liu anymore, right? By the rules, he shouldn't stay here. He should leave with nothing. Ruyan, don't you agree? The room went dead silent. I slowly turned, looking past Jilin Chuan's smug face, straight at Liu Ruyan. Is this what you want? She stood there, face changing colors, eyelashes trembling, eyes shifting. Finally looking away, those seconds of silence said more than words ever could. Mr. Liu slammed the desk. Nonsense, Fang Yuan's been here 20 years. Even if he's not the son-in-law, he's still half a Liu. Lu Ruyan finally spoke. Lin Chuan's right. Since we've decided, we should make a clean break. I looked at her and laughed. My calm smile startled her. Sir, since this is Ruyan's decision, I respect it. I looked around the room, eyes landing on Liu Ruyan. She instinctively looked away, fingers nervously twisting her dress. Sir, since we're being honest, let's settle some scores. My voice was soft, but the room went silent. Since I was 18, I handled the family business. Exactly 10 years. Jilin Chuan scoffed, but Lu Ruyan silenced him with a look. North District, 870 million invested, 320 million profit. Zero Line, 500 million invested, 180 million profit. Jiangcheng Harbor. I listed them one by one. With each number, Mr. Liu's face grew heavier. All together, in 10 years, I made the Lius over 2 billion in profit. Lu Ruyan bit her lip. She knew exactly what these numbers meant. The Lius becoming Jiangcheng's elite was all because of these projects. The Lius raised me for 20 years. I made them 2 billion. My tone stayed calm. We're even now. The Lius don't owe me. I don't owe them. I'll leave with nothing. No more ties. Jilin Chuan sneered. Easy to say. But is this leaving with nothing? He walked up to me and roughly grabbed my suit. This suit's worth over 100 grand, right? He pulled up my sleeve, revealing my Patek Philippe. This watch costs at least $1 million. He took out my car keys. And that limited edition supercar, over 10 million. All of this is Liu family money. I let him humiliate me. Eyes locked on Lu Ruyan. Her nails were digging into her palms, but she stayed silent. Ruyan? I asked softly. Do all these years together really mean nothing to you? Her lashes trembled. She opened her mouth, but said nothing. I thought being reborn meant I'd moved on. But in that moment, my heart still felt torn apart. The pain was suffocating. I held back my emotions and started removing my watch. The clasp clicked loudly, piercing through the silent room. Fang Yuan! Mr. Liu stood up. Don't do this! Sir, I cut him off, continuing to remove the watch. Rules are rules. Suit, tie, watch, shoes, I took them off one by one, neatly folding them on the floor. Even my socks came off. I stood barefoot on the cold marble. Jilin Chuan looked victorious. Liu Ruyan went pale. When I started unbuttoning my shirt, she finally looked away. Enough! Mr. Liu couldn't take it anymore. Fang Yuan, stop! I calmly folded my shirt on the suit. From now on, I am me. My name is Fang Yuan. No longer the Liu's live-in son-in-law. Walking out the back door, I only had a rusty folding bike. A gift from when I turned 8, given to me by Liu Ruyan. The only thing that was truly mine. All these years, it sat in the backyard storage. A crowd of reporters had gathered outside. They swarmed me. Mr. Fang, how does it feel to be kicked out by the Lius? We heard you couldn't even keep your underwear. Is that true? The camera flashes made me squint. Excuse me, I said calmly, my voice hoarse. The crowd burst into laughter. The lead female reporter even pointed her camera at my lower body. Her face looked familiar. Probably from one of Jilin Chuan's birthday parties. I got on the bike, wobbling through the crowd. Like sharks smelling blood, they chased me relentlessly, until I lost them in a quiet alley. Just as I left the alley, a black Maybach blocked my path. The window rolled down, revealing a stunning face. Mr. Fang, I'm Xiao Yunshu from Xiao Corporation. My grandfather wants to meet you. Would that be okay? I froze.